What's good? It's your girl Kyra back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Love With Me. I think that Love With Me is my favorite song off the journey. I think it really sums up the whole EP pretty well. Like, I talk about kind of my travels, I talk about my reflection, about loving myself and my journey with music and relationships and kind of all that. So I think it really does sum up the entire project. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Afro music recently. Like, I've been really inspired by just that whole genre. I've been listening to like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Mr. Easy, Thames, just a bunch of different artists, and it makes me want to step more into that realm. I see myself exploring that sound more in the future, but Love With Me was kind of like my first step in that direction. I started writing this probably in the fall, and then a lot of it came together when I started recording it. I came up with the hook right away, like it was like that, and I'm like, I'm in love with me, yeah. Like that was a hook. I already knew this was gonna be I'm on my self-love vibe, and just trying to find the beauty and the heartache and find the beauty in the struggle and all that stuff, because it can be really easy to just be like, man, fuck all this, like life sucks. Because sometimes it does, and it be mad stressful. But like in those times of ambiguity and just like feeling uneasy and feeling stressed and feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, you really just gotta appreciate that, because it's pushing you to become like stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's morphing you into the person who you're gonna be in the future. Like, you overcame this obstacle, you got past this toxic relationship, you stayed positive, you stayed focused, and look what happened when you came out on the other side. And so yeah, that line, just trying to find beauty in the journey and stay calm in stormy weather, like that stuff was real. I was really going through it at a certain point, and so like I said, music is my outlet. I love making music, and it's really cathartic and therapeutic for me. And so yeah, I kind of hope Love With Me has that same effect on y'all. And it's got that Afro vibe, it's got that island vibe, and so it's just like a fun party summer jam. So it's one of my favorites to perform live. People usually be dancing with me, they be vibing with it, and so it's just always like a fun track to do at a showcase or a performance or whatever. But it was produced by Ben Obi, shout out to him. And listen, I think this song is gonna take me places. I think this project in general is gonna take me places, but this song in particular, I could see it going really far. I dropped a music video for it. That was super fun to shoot. I went to this mirror maze down in Virginia Beach, and then I shot at Belle Isle out in Richmond, and it was just a lit vibe. I didn't want to have too many backup dancers. I wanted, just a couple, and then I wanted scenes that focus mainly on me, because it's about being in love with myself, being in love with me, and kind of just like finding and like rejuvenating my self-esteem after being in like shitty relationships or situationships or whatever you want to call them, and focusing on the thing that makes me the most happiest, which is making music and like traveling and performing. And so even in the first verse, I talk about going to Atlanta and then going back to VA and then going overseas to London to perform, my music, being able to perform original songs. Like, that is super rewarding to me. And so, in the hook, I'm like, don't tell me you're falling for me. I ain't got time for you, boo. It's funny that I said that, but now I'm in a whole relationship, shout out to him. But like, yeah, that was the type of time I was on back then. And I think it still resonates, just because you can be in a relationship with someone and you can still find a way to practice self-love and like reflect on who you are and build your confidence. Even if you are with somebody else, like, you don't have to be single to work on yourself. Like, a lot of that work that you have to put into like being good at what you do and being a better person and feeling more just comfortable with yourself and being more comfortable in your skin. Like, you can do that inside a relationship too. And yeah, luckily I have a partner who builds me up and who helps with that and makes me feel pretty and blah blah blah. But I need to be able to believe that when it's just me saying that, when it's just my thoughts. Like, I've learned over the years that you have to be kind to yourself. You have to like get rid of all that negative self-talk. You have to be positive, be optimistic, and tell yourself that you're a pretty bitch. Like, or tell yourself that you that guy, like, I'm really Timothy, like all that. So Love With Me is not just a song for the girls. Like, it's a song for really everybody. Take time for yourself, take time to recognize that you are the prize and that you are loved, and ain't nobody messing with you. Another inspiration for the music video is kind of reminiscent of Woman by DOJA Cat. The song is kind of reminiscent of Woman by DOJA Cat. I love that song. That should be on repeat. But yeah, I think the music video kind of has some similarities in terms of that. And like I said, the music video was super fun to film. It looked fire. Again, shout out to my boyfriend, because he shot, edited, directed, all that. Another thing I want to mention, something I really wanted to do with Love With Me, and I kind of still want to, I want to have a live choir. Like, okay, look up Jealous by Nick Jonas, and that's the type of vibe I want to do with Love With Me. Like, just have a full choir, and it's sunny out, and we all wearing bright colors, vibrant, and just love with me. Like, it's just, it's just nothing like having live music and joining together with a group of people and singing. And so I really want to get that on track. I've reached out to a few choirs in the local area, and nothing has really worked out, but that's still a goal I have in mind. I feel like that'd be just like a great little cherry on top for that song. But yeah, Love With Me, y'all keep bumping that. And listen, whenever I go out, I talk to all the DJs. I'm like, who playing music here? I be at Urban Outfitters. I'm like, oh, who's in charge of the music? And I'm playing that song. Like, artists, ask people to play your music. Like, I cannot stress that enough. You're not gonna get your name out there unless you put yourself out there. And so I posted a clip of me in London and in a gift shop. I'm like, oh, who's in charge of the music? And I told homeboy, I'm like, hey, I'm an artist and I would love to have my music played here. And he had it played, and like, you know, I gained a couple fans that day. There were some people from the States who was like, oh my God, is this you? Blah, 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 like, what's your Instagram? And so that helped me gain some listeners, gain some fans, and like stuff like that just like warms my heart. And like when I blow up, like I'm gonna remember moments like that where I'm like, man, I was just like this indie artist. And you know, one of my little small wins was having my music played in a London gift shop because I asked. But soon, I'm not gonna have to ask them to play my music. It's just gonna be played. It's just gonna be in rotation. But yeah, it's all about the journey, baby, not about the destination. And that, again, that's what this whole project is about. That's what this song is about. And now I'm rambling again. So yeah, make sure y'all keep streaming The Journey. It's out on all streaming platforms. And yeah, that was